Futurist Jim Carroll, and here's some breaking news that you need right now. Guess what? The future still exists. I was inspired to come down to the broadcast studio today based on a reaction that I had to the video clip that I ran yesterday, which was all about leadership and indecision. And will your future self be happy with you right now? If you look back at yourself from the year 2030, are you going to be happy with what you were doing in 2020 and the decisions that you were making at the time? And I got a lot of reaction, folks suggesting, yeah, I get it. I've been aggressively indecisive. I haven't been doing what I should be doing in terms of thinking big and bold about the future. So what do I do? Well, what you do is you revisit the future, you revisit the trends, you revisit the reality of what is going on out there and what matters. Look, for 25 years, I've been advising the largest organizations in the world and some of the most interesting organizations in the world about the future, about trends. NASA's had me in twice with a room full of astronauts to talk about the future of space. Disney has had me in to talk about the future of the entertainment industry. Everybody is always trying to seek what is going on in the future. What are the trends that matter? What do we need to be thinking about? And the thing that is happening right now with the pandemic and COVID-19 and the economic turmoil that is happening out there and the massive political changes underway is a lot of people have stopped thinking about the future. So you might be suffering from aggressive indecision, not making the decisions that you need to make to go forward into a faster future. That's because you've lost sight of what comes next. A lot of what was going on with the future has not actually changed. The same trends that we were talking about before the pandemic are still there. The thing is, the timing of these trends has been shifted. Some have accelerated, some have slowed down, some are being twisted and turned in new and different ways. And it is more important than ever before to revisit the future and examine what we were talking about 6 months ago and think about what that might mean today. So I want to share with you a video clip of a keynote that I gave last fall to the National Safety Council annual conference in San Diego. I had several thousand occupational health and safety professionals in the room. Boy, did they have an interesting life right now with the pandemic. But I was talking to them about the future, talking to them about trends, talking about the disruptive ideas that would just shape so many different industries. And I want to share that clip with you right now. It's worth a watch.
Are you ready for what comes next? Please welcome Jim Carroll.
Good morning, San Diego. My job up here today is twofold. Number one, to scare you and terrify you about the trends which are reshaping our world. But my second job is to turn your mind around so that you do not view these trends with fear. You do not view these trends with worry. But you are asking yourself, what am I going to do to turn the future into an opportunity, not a threat? What I want to try and do here is I want to put in perspective what my clients are talking about, what my clients are worried about, what CEOs around the world are trying to do to align themselves to massive business model disruption, massive technological change, massive skill set change, massive marketplace change, massive change in consumer behavior. A world tomorrow that will look unlike anything that we know today. The greatest risks you face are found with the undefined, the trends that have not yet occurred, the science not yet discussed, inventions that aren't yet a part of our world, and ideas not yet crystallized. It is the great unknown. It's what you don't know that might eventually hurt you. You need to be involved in the future. You need to understand these trends, and you need to do it now. Because it is what we don't know that will hurt us. You're kind of going, whoa, this guy's freaking me out. What do I do Monday morning? Like, holy cow, like I have no idea what to do. I really don't know. I'm not like Tony Robbins and motivational speaker and walk on fire and your life is gonna be better. That's sort of like Chinese food in an hour from now. Whoa, what was that about? What I do want you to be thinking about is what are you going to do to align with the future? Are you looking at these trends with fear, like I said at the start, or are you starting to think opportunity? Because what you need to do is you need to change your future before the future changes you. Thank you very much. Safe travels home. You need to change your future before the future changes you. The future's happening all over here. It's happening all over the world. There are so many trends underway. We truly live in a staggering period of time, and it comes back to the key question: will your 2030 self be happy with the decisions that you made in 2020? Because these trends are happening right now, and it's really up to you as to what you're going to do to be part of this big global future which is unfolding. Align to the future right now, adapt to the future, understand the trends, revisit the future. Look, COVID-19 is changing absolutely everything. As I said before, it's accelerating some trends, it's speeding some of them up, it's slowing some of them down, it's leading us to a new era of acceleration. You really need to reinterpret the future in a new and different way. Because look, you're going to be a part of it, and it's about what you do to ensure that you turn it into an opportunity and not a threat. That's it for now. Futurist Jim Carroll. Thank you for joining me in my home broadcast studio.